Scoliosis and a specific Pilates move that you can do for scoliosis. There's a whole host you can do, basically just all of them. Sort of. So you can't look at a system in isolation. Even if the scoliosis, the lateral deviation is in the neck, you need to look at all the spine. If it's in the thoracic and the lumbar, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you can specify and work a bit on neck stretches more specifically, but you still need to be looking at all the spinal movements, just watching them as they're doing the spinal movements. Today I'm just going to look at spine twist. I'm not looking in particular detail. Be more for you, so you can do that. Because I'm interested in the spine, I don't want to bring the shoulders into it, so let's just cut them out of it. Stomach is pulled in slightly, chest is lifted. You keep the whole spine lifted, flat back as you can, including the chin tuck. So try to eliminate any arches, reduce the stress in the spine. Arms across the chest, breathe in, flex the feet back. Focusing on the sit bones, keep the sit bones parallel to the floor, evenly weighted. As you exhale, you're going to keep the spine tall. You literally just want to rotate around the axis. The head and neck as far around as it will go, thoracic as far around as it will go, the lumbar as far around as it will go. Keep your legs straight, make sure the pelvis doesn't move. Inhale back to neutral. So you know the movement. The movement itself shouldn't be new to you. It's what you're focusing on and listening for. You should know whereabouts the deviation is and what muscles should be tight and what muscles are stronger. So it's more a case of, on the tighter side, as I've said in another video, of more about the traditional Pilates move would be, I've always said it's got 3 different speeds. Using your breath, so you exhale, finish exhale, exhale. So the breath can control the speed of the movement. Another way is a little bit more dynamic. There's benefits of both. See me back form there, my feet started sliding. Usually if I want to see, working one-to-one, I want to see where someone's form breaks down. I usually get them to do it quickly as a general rule. Or, and this is probably more preferable, they all 3 work, and they'll work for different reasons. But there's usually a pecking order of which one would be the slightly better one. For me, it's like a developmental stretching one really, with something that's chronically short muscles, you'd be looking at holding it for a bit longer. So you're holding the position, hold it there say for 3 or 5 breaths. So breathe in, lengthen the spine up as you breathe in, as you breathe out. Can you rotate a bit more? Maybe do 3 or 5 breaths. Each time they're trying to get further on a competition with themselves, keeping good form, but can they get around there as far around as they can? Now you repeat on both sides, but you'd be paying more attention to the more problematic side. And you'll see it, you just get things like that. The biggest one is the sit bones, they'll lift and lean into it, lean back into it. So for you as a teacher, on any of the moves for it to be honest, we're just using spine twists, sorry, I wouldn't call them rotations, spine rotation, spine twists. Keeping good form, paying more attention to what's happening one side, or what are they doing one side, even with the feet, as to what they're doing with the other side. So you're looking for, I'll be leaning back. Biggest one is, are the sit bones lifting? That's what you tend to do. Certain muscles on the back are tight shortly. And that's it with spine twists. Just a quick video. As with all the moves, it's more a case of watching them, what they do on one side compared to the other side. Which side is more problematic from a movement point of view, from a other things getting involved point of view. And the other difference being, again, there's benefits to doing all 3 speeds. For scoliosis in particular, holding it there. Not holding the breath, using the breath to sink into the rotation a little bit more. And you can do yoga ones as well. There's similar ones in yoga. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Pilates move, but as this is a Pilates one, I suppose it's better keep it to Pilates one. But you get the erector spinal group as well, you get multifidus, multifarms, whatever you want to pronounce it. And you get a whole host of other muscles as well. But mainly we're interested in the rotators, multifidus, erector spinal group, in particular usually. Yeah, and that's it. I don't think I have any more to say really, to be honest with you. I hope that helped.